Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. In today's video, I'm going to go over my nighttime winter skincare routine. This skincare routine is mainly for anti-aging, and it also helps to keep your skin a little more hydrated and a little bit more moisturized in the winter months. A few things I wanted to mention were my age. I am 55. And my skin type. I have combo skin, so I tend to be oily in the T-zone, normal the rest of my face, and dry around my mouth and chin area. But in the winter, of course, and using Retin-A, I can be dry all over and a little bit flaky. I always like to touch on procedures in these, so I don't want you sitting there going, what has she had done? So I always like to disclose that I have been a user of Botox and fillers in the past. I like to wait for them to wear off to make this video so that you can see just what skincare will do for your skin. Of course, you can always make the point that, getting Botox will prevent you from getting wrinkles, and it does. So as you can see, when I smile, my crow's feet and my under eye wrinkles are back. I can scowl, I can do all that stuff. Full animation in my face. The last time I had fillers done was over 3 years ago, and so those are completely gone as well. This video is a companion video to go with my morning skincare routine that I put out last week, so I'll put the link to that video up here. Also up there, I'll put links to all my videos on Retin-A use and how to get used to it and all that stuff. And also don't forget to check the information box below the video. I like to look for the active ingredients that are going to be able to do the most good for my skin, that is backed up by science and research that tells me that it's actually going to work, and using them in formulations that work, because a lot of these ingredients that actually work in your skin are unstable, or they can only penetrate your skin at a certain pH. So you can't buy just anything. You have to really know what you're looking for, and the average person doesn't have the wherewithal to do that. So that's what I'm here for. I am not a doctor. I am not an esthetician. I don't have a chemist degree, but my dad is a chemist, and so I go to him with my questions about skincare and how things are formulated, and he had a long career in the personal care industry, so he helps me along. In between him and reading and talking to my dermatologist and looking up scientific studies on things, this is what I've come up with, and this is what has worked for me. And I know for my viewers, it's worked for a lot of you too, because a lot of people use the same things and they've seen an amazing change to their skin. So anyway, let's get into it. All right, first step is the cleanse. You must remove the makeup, the sunscreen, the pollution, the dirt from the day. For this, I use CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. It doesn't have any detergent in it that's going to strip your skin. It contains ceramides, it contains glycerin, and it doesn't have any like scrubbing beads or anything that are going to scratch or harm your skin. Part of keeping your skin healthy and keeping your moisture barrier intact is not stripping it on a daily basis. So I don't use anything that foams to wash my face ever. This gets off makeup really well if you use it without wetting your face first. I put a couple of pumps in my hand and I just rub it all over my face. A dry face, dry hands. And I can rub it right on my eyes. This is so mild and non-irritating that I can open up my eyes and they don't sting or burn. It's starting to soften the skin and prepare it to receive those anti-aging ingredients that we're going to put on in a couple of minutes. To really get off the makeup and the tenacious sunscreen, I use the Tao Aura Orbital Cleanser. It's a spinning brush, and so it's very important to make sure you have a headband on, otherwise it will suck up all your hairs. It has a timed cycle, and I just run it over my face during the timed cycle. I use my hand soap and wash the brush, and then I return it to its charging base, and this keeps the brush head so clean and sanitized. It has a fan and it has a blue light. So where before, if I use say a Clarisonic, the moisture would just sit deep down in the bristles and they would grow bacteria, and then I would use it on my face and then I would have breakouts. And since I've been using this, my face has been so clear. I hardly ever have a breakout anymore. I absolutely love this guy. I have a discount code on this. It's 50% off with my code, and there's a landing page, so I will put the link in the information box below the video. And then, of course, to really get makeup off, it takes a double cleanse. And so I just use the CeraVe again. For the second pass, I go in with my Wonder Cloth. This is an exfoliating makeup removing cloth. This takes off even more makeup and sunscreen sunscreen that you probably thought was all gone. You just rinse it under water and all the makeup just rinses right out of it. So I'll just use this like 2 days in a row. I just wring it out, hang it up in my bathroom to dry, and then I just toss them in the wash. They wash great. They come out perfectly clean, looking brand new every time. Then I gently pat my face dry with a towel. The next step is I use a toner. This is the Thayer's Witch Hazel toner, but this is alcohol-free toner. I just wet a cotton round and wipe that over my face, neck, chest. Witch Hazel has a lot of studies on it saying that it's very soothing and it's very anti-inflammatory for the skin, which my skin is very sensitive. It tends to be red and inflamed after I wash it, even though I'm using stuff that is very mild. It helps to keep my pores more minimized, and it's great stuff. Next, I put on my Retin-A. I use the 0.1% generic tretinoin. Now that I've been using it for 5 years and my skin is fully acclimated to it, I don't wait. But when I first started using it 5 years ago, I waited 15 to 20 minutes. This helps to reduce the risk of irritation. If you want to see my whole video on how to use Retin-A without irritation, I'll put the link right up here. So I take a pea-sized amount of this, 1 dot on each cheek, 2 dots on the forehead, 2 dots jawline and the chin, and 1 on my nose and 1 on my upper lip. Then I spread that around my face. I don't put it on my eyelids. I don't put it really close to my lips, but I don't really bring it down my neck because my neck is so sensitive that I can't use it. It gets red and inflamed and it looks 10 years older. I take another little pea-sized amount of this. I dot it on my chest. I dot it on the backs of my hands, and I put it there. But I do take whatever little residue of it is left on my hands, and once a week I just pat it on my neck. Tretinoin or Retin-A is the gold standard for anti-aging. It is the one ingredient that has been proven by years and years of study, I'm talking 20, 30 years of study, to be effective, to help you produce more collagen, to really turn back the hands of time, to reduce wrinkles, and to help your skin look firmer. And I've got to say, I've been using it for 5 years and I am a walking, talking billboard for Retin-A use. So it is one of those things that does have a lot of side effects that can be very harsh on the skin, and so it's really, really important to use it properly. I do use a retinol on the parts of my skin that I can't use my prescription tretinoin. I've been using the Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair Regenerating Cream on my neck. So this cream contains retinol and hyaluronic acid. Retinol is a vitamin A derivative, just like tretinoin is, but this needs to be converted by your skin using a 2-step process into all-trans retinoic acid, which this already is. That's why this is much, much weaker. They say 10 to 20 times weaker depending on how much is in there. So I still do think it will be doing something for my skin. This one I don't find irritating because it is in the thicker cream formula. In the past I have used the CeraVe Skin Renewing Cream Serum. This is the CeraVe retinol. Then the next step is I apply my Timeless Matrixyl Synth 6 Serum. I take 5 or 6 drops of this on my fingertips. I apply the Matrixyl on my face, including my eyelids and my lips. I put it down my neck, on my chest, and the backs of my hands. I feel like by smearing it from beneath my eyes onto my eyelids, I'm getting a little bit of a transfer of the ingredients of the tretinoin from underneath my eyes onto my eyelids. Matrixyl Synth 6 is a peptide. It helps to firm the skin and brighten the skin. The Timeless Matrixyl Synth 6 serum also contains hyaluronic acid, so it's also moisturizing. Then the next step is I put on a nice emollient moisturizing cream, but I like a moisturizer with a little something extra in it, so I like it to also have anti-aging ingredients. So for years I've been using the Olay Regenerist Micro Sculpting Cream. This is a fragrance-free version. I smear this all over my face, including my eyelids, my lips, my neck, my chest, and the backs of my hands. This contains niacinamide and hyaluronic acid and peptides, and so niacinamide is a really great anti-aging ingredient that helps to brighten the look of the skin, helps to plump your skin and firm it up, and it also can help with the look of enlarged pores. On most days, the Olay Micro Sculpting Cream would be the last step, but on those days when my skin is just so dry and so flaky and peely and it just needs something else, I will use the CeraVe Skin Renewing Gel Oil Ceramide Boost. This contains glycerin, sunflower extract, rosemary extract, rice bran extract, ceramides, and hyaluronic acid. It will sit on the surface and help to reduce the water loss from the skin and help to keep my skin moisturized and hydrated all night long. And then to moisturize my lips overnight, I picked up this Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. This is the grapefruit flavor. This contains glycerin and shea butter, but it smells so great. It smells like real grapefruit. I just put this on my lips at night before I go to bed, and in the morning my lips aren't dry, they're nice and hydrated. Then the last step in my evening skincare routine, I am using Revitalash for my lashes and my eyebrows. So I just take one swipe on each lash line and across each eyebrow, and it's helped to really grow my lashes a lot longer, and my eyebrows have grown in as well. And then in order to get a glycolic acid into my skincare routine, I started using the Drunk Elephant TLC Sukari Baby Facial. This is a 25% alpha hydroxy acid and 2% beta hydroxy acid peel. So I use this once a week on Sunday night. I try to have a little, evening ritual. On the night that I do this, I don't use my retinoid, and exfoliating that dead skin off the surface will help your skin look brighter. It also helps with any flakes that you might have during the day that make your makeup go on not so well. So it will help to release those flakes off the surface of your skin, so you'll be less flaky. Your skin will look more dewy and more glowy from the inside out, and it also, I have found, helps to reduce the look of enlarged pores. The other things I do at night for my skin in the winter is I sleep with a humidifier in my room. That helps a lot with keeping the moisture in the air, because in the winter the air moisture content drops down. You need to keep it up in the 40 to 55% zone so that your skin can actually try to absorb some of the moisture out of the air, and everything on the surface doesn't just immediately evaporate. Then another thing I do is at night I sleep on my back with my head elevated. I have like a little sleeping wedge that I use. I bought it on Amazon. I'll put the link to it in the info box below. I've also created an Amazon store where you can go and buy everything that you see here, one-stop shopping. You'll notice that I don't use an eye cream here, and this has to do with the sleeping with the head elevated. A lot of times any dark circles that you'll get under your eye and a lot of the puffiness that you'll get under your eyes are caused by sleeping flat or on your side, because fluids tend to pool right underneath your eyes during the night, and then you wake up in the morning and you have these big puffy dark eye bags. Some of them are genetic, and those are much harder to treat, but if it's just a matter of fluid pooling under your eyes, then you can sleep with your head elevated and then it doesn't pool there, and so then you wake up with less puffy eyes in the morning. The other thing is that sleeping on your side actually irons wrinkles into your face permanently after a while, and it was funny, I went to see my dermatologist and she actually knew which side I slept on based on the wrinkles on my face. So that was enough right there to convince me that I needed to start sleeping on my back. And of course, getting your 8 hours of sleep a night is good, because your skin has a certain cycle that it goes through to start doing repair work on the skin, and you really need to be in a deep sleep by like 11 or 12 o'clock in order for that to happen. So those are all things that I do as part of my normal skincare routine. As far as just the products that I use and the order that I apply them, I do have a printable guide over on my blog. You can hop over there. I'll put the link in the information box below the video. Just click show more down there and you'll be able to open that up, go over to my blog and print this out. So that was it for the video for today, everybody. I hope you found it helpful and informative. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. As always, I thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your watching, and so I hope you have a great day. So take care, everybody, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.